All right. So that's 2 in this life. If you'd like, we could switch it up a little bit and go ask specifically for preconception.
I'd be
Things from
curious
past
about
life.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see.
So yeah, we'll see what comes up because that could always be interesting. All right. Does Rebekah have any preconception, trapped emotions affecting her clairvoyance abilities? Okay, I have a yes. Is this trapped emotion in column A? Okay, column B, is this trapped emotion in a row that is even? Okay, a row that is odd. Is this in row 1? 3? 5? Okay. Is this trapped emotion, preconception, trapped emotion, wishy-washy? It's a strange one. Unsupported. Terror. Ooh. Terror. Terror. All right, let's see what life this came from. Did this preconception trapped emotion of terror occur in Rebekah's most recent past life? Yes. So 1 life ago.
The next question would be which strand?
Oh, no. All right. So, yes, you mentioned you were broken up and then you were transported back together. That's interesting. It's like a Willy Wonka thing.
Yeah, just, was it the life in London?
No.
Okay. Was it the life in France?
Yes.
I haven't dove into that one that much. P.S. That's a life that I shared with Lauren. We found that out.
Oh.
Well, that I'm using this, and I got it from her. Terror. Okay. I was a dude then. I was lower aristocracy, late 1800s. I think. What terror had to? Is this about dreams?
No.
Okay. I feel like I'm unlocking a box in my mind right now and being like, "Hey, sir, we're gonna have a conversation." Did this have to do with hallucinations brought on by drug use?
Was this brought on by hallucinations? Natural hallucinations? Natural hallucinations. Whenever you said drug use, it gave me her hallucinations. Yes.
Okay. Because what's funny, like I'm seeing in my mind's eye, I'm seeing like a room, and I'm seeing shadows in the room, and it's like my eyes are having trouble adjusting. Did it have to do with like actual eyesight, like eyes going bad?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I feel like we're cracking open just like detective work. Okay, so I think the fear of not being able to see in general, but then like nighttime was worse because shadows seem to all have eyes and ears and movement and that kind of thing.
Oh my gosh. Can you, well, I mean, yeah, you can imagine this.
I can't.
You can imagine this. Just, you know, just take a minute. But you're losing your eyesight all of your life. Perhaps you've taken drugs to hallucinate, to give a reason to all of your natural hallucinations. And then your eyesight starts to go, and you're talking to people and they're not responding because they're not there. Yeah. That would
Terrifying.
be freaking terrifying. Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah, it can lean itself into, you know, this whole concept of like, oh man, if I don't have the paranormal investigation evidence behind all the things that I do, what then? Like, I've been overcoming that doubt for a long time, and I think it's something to always be aware of, but to always work with. But like, yeah, I could see there could be an added element of that if it came from a past life where like I literally thought I was talking to somebody that I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ow.
And in that era,
Oops. Sorry.
When was the psychic revolution? That was a little bit later than that, right? I mean, in America, and of course, timeline, is this like this timeline that you were on? Because the brand,
As far as I know, yeah.
okay.
But in France, I don't know. It was somewhere outside of Paris.
Okay.
I know seances became big around like the early turn of the century, like 1900s, but
Right.
I don't know. Like in more modern context, Europe as a whole seems very much more science oriented than like spiritualism oriented. But when that started to happen, I would have to look at.
Okay.
Feels like 40s, 50s maybe, but yeah.
Yeah. I know that there was a huge, uprising of people doing seances and talking to the dead and stuff like that. But in other parts of the world, I don't know what they were doing. So if you were talking to beings that were not there, I guess it was easier to accept that, oh, I'm on drugs or I'm doing this or that, not I am just naturally talking to somebody that's not there. All right. Let me ask if we are on the right track here. Are the details we have mentioned accurate? Okay, I'm getting a yes. So I'm good. Or you feel good about this?
Yeah, I that can go.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Do we need to know more? Is this ready to be released? Okay. So this one, we're going to swipe on this one 10 times because it is a break off on, your current soul, or God, being, or whatever you are. What are you?
Yeah,
What
whatever
are we?
I am is correct.
What are you?
Another time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an interesting conversation too. So we're gonna swipe 10 times because of the time span that it's been. So, okay. All right. Thank you for this process. Thank you for this healing. Thank you for this release. Thank you for this process. Whoa. Okay. Sorry. Thank you for this process. Thank you for this healing. Thank you for this release. Thank you for this process. Thank you for this healing. Thank you for this release. Thank you for this process. Thank you for this healing. Thank you for this release. Okay. We're good. We're good. Hey, John.
Good sign. How are you feeling? Was that just like a fluke or like?
I saw an eyeball like right here in my face.
Cool. Great.
Yeah. There's just, that's why I stopped. It freaked me out a little bit. Yep. There was a big eyeball. And so I'm like, oh, it was just my lamp. It was just my ring light. It was just my ring light, right? And then my ring light's not on.
So cool. You experienced whatever that was.
There's an eyeball in my face. And it was one, and it was kind of big and scary. But anyways, it's all right. He didn't hurt me, or did he? I don't know. It didn't hurt me. It went away. It kind of dissipated as I started swiping, but I did get lost a little bit, so that's fine. How do you feel? Did you get any kind of thing? See, there I go. My words and being weird. Did you get any impressions?
It really just feels like that moment where it's just like, oh, that's what that is. It's just very chill.
Nice. I like it.
Like putting on glasses and being like, oh.
So that's what that's supposed to look like.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, that's not a cat. That's a pile of shoes. Like it's oh, okay. Got it. It's a little bit of a silly feeling too. It's sort of like, oh, ooh.
Oh man, that would be so weird. Okay. So imagine you're, of course, blind as a bat, like my husband, and everything's blurry, but then you put on glasses and then there's like, you think somebody's standing in front of you. You put on the glasses, nobody's there. That was that image in my brain. Anyways, carry on. We shall. So do you have any time constraints for the afternoon?
I figure if we could wrap up at least by 5, that would be good. Just because the woo and stuff. Already my brain's like, ooh, we're doing this extra right now. And I'm like, yeah. So if you want to give yourself a plug, how people find you and how that works.
Well, I'm really glad that you feel the way you do at the end of our little adventure here. A lot of people do experience this. I need to take a nap, but I also feel so energized, and it's like I can experience the world in a whole new way, but I need a nap at the same time. So first, I'll be right back. I gotta go nap. But yes, everybody can find me actually on Rebekah's practitioners list, and just go to her website and or go into that area that you always go to and that you can't talk about on TikTok. You know where to find the information for Rebekah's practitioners, right? I'm on that list. If you have any questions, reach out to me on social media, preferably, or email.
Yeah, I'll wrap up the recording, but before I do, just thank you so much again. Like, this is such a cool thing, and I said this at the beginning too, but I love how involved it is. Like, it's not just you doing the work, it's not just you doing the polls. This is for people who are looking to be a part of the process of their own healing, so that, they can acknowledge that and work as they can in the future, even if it's just doing a basic release on like, whoa, I had a really stressful day. I want to be sure I don't keep that, like keep the lessons, not the stress. And, learning these kinds of tools and understanding what they feel like, just being involved, I think is so very important that people understand that they play a part in that too. It's not just the practitioner, it is them too. And I love how all this works, and I love your energy, and you're just so great.
Thanks.